Hi there, listeners. Welcome. Thanks for joining us for today's program. Really special, super excited. We have a group of outstanding Elko High School students in studio today. They are from the FBLA. We're going to find out all about Future Business Leaders of America. They also, like any good group, nonprofit organization, have recruited helping hands and friends who may not necessarily be FBLA, but they are helping with a special event that's coming up. So you're going to hear about how we can help support FBLA and their Merry Quizmas Family Trivia Night, which is such a cool name, by the way. So the first thing I'm going to do is introduce my co-producer for this program. I'm so glad that Talan Alsdorf volunteered. And Talan, welcome to the radio show. Thank you for stepping up for this important job.
Yeah, thank you for having me on this show.
Absolutely. You are a member of the FBLA, not to put you on the spot, because I've got papers in front of me that explain that this is the largest business, career, and technical student organization in the world. Did you know that?
Kind of a little bit. I had heard it before, but it's not really something that I would probably just put right on the spot for somebody.
Well, obviously, it's an interest for you, and you have an advisor. You have Mr. Dustin Baum, Elko High School, who is heading up this effort. So maybe tell us a little bit, Talan, about the FBLA at Elko High School, if you wouldn't mind.
So FBLA mainly consists of, I want to say, 30 or so people. And it's really just to help people learn about business kind of opportunities that they could take, like becoming an accountant or something in law, like stuff like that. So they have a better understanding in the future to what they're going to be learning about in like college or a technical or school or something like that.
Well, it's wonderful. What a great organization, because not everybody has the benefit of a background or a family member or a mentor or something like that to help guide them. So basically just helping with confidence and skill building and leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll go around. We're going to introduce your colleagues in the FBLA as well as the friends that you brought on board to help you with this, Talan, if you wouldn't mind. It looks like we're going to start. Should we start with Carlos? Because he's all mic'd up and ready to go.
Yeah.
All right. So, Talan, help me find out from Brody, who he is and what he likes to do, if you wouldn't mind.
I'm with the marketing team in the hospitality class. And basically, I've just been helping market our event, connecting with a lot of local businesses and creating mock-ups, menus and posters online.
Very nice. Would you mind telling us more about what hospitality is? What kind of a business that is to both Talan and Brody?
So hospitality, I would say,
it's like entertainment, hoteliers.
Yeah, it's pretty much all of that stuff. It kind of is the basics for how businesses should treat their guests and customers, how they should greet them and make them feel welcomed instead of pushing them away and not making guests feel welcomed.
Oh, that's nice. Those are some basic skills. So obviously, Brody, what inspired you to get involved in hospitality? Do you have some inspiration there?
I've always wanted to own a business, I would say, the entrepreneur mindset. It seems pretty cool, so I wanted to learn it, and especially with Mr. Baum teaching it, it seemed like a good opportunity.
Very nice. Super cool. We're going to have everybody come chime in about what they do, what inspires them, and then we're going to, again, promote this special event. So obviously, Brody, we'll come back to you because marketing is your thing, right? So obviously. So Talan, who's next? Tell us about your colleague here sitting next to Brody.
So next we have Carlos, and he is a part of the finance group. He kind of just helps make sure that we have budgets for our spending costs, we don't go over budget, or if we have a little bit money extra left, then we could probably put it towards something else in the event or probably with FBLA.
Nice. Does that sound about right, Carlos?
Yes.
Yes. So what attracted you to what it is that you do in the group and the FBLA?
So relating to FBLA as well as hospitality, I've always been just somewhat good with numbers and just seems like the perfect fit for me because I'm always very organized and I just keep people on track.
Well, that's important because a lot of us sitting in this room may have great big ideas, but you're the money person.
Yes.
Yes. So anything about FBLA and Mr. Baum's class in particular that you're finding really inspiring these days?
So unfortunately, I'm not a part of his FBLA class, but I am a part of his hospitality class. And just Mr. Baum overall, just a pretty good teacher. He's very involved with his kids, especially in being, a little on the younger side. He's very involved with us and just somewhat relates to us, and just he's overall just a pretty good teacher to us.
Nice. It is fair to say that Mr. Baum graduated from Elko High School. He's an alum, so he kind of probably knows what you guys are going through these days. So super cool. So Talan, who is up next? You guys get to, thanks for being so flexible. We don't have enough chairs and mics for everybody, and they are sharing like pros.
Next, we have Braden Carr. He's a part of our decorations group. He kind of just helps set out the layout on what the event is going to look like and the decorations that we'll be having. They've done a pretty nice job with making sure that the old gym looks kind of nice, and I like their designs and stuff that they've created.
This is, of course, talking about this Merry Quizmas event that's coming up. Braden, you've got business in the family blood.
Yeah, I do. I have many of it, especially my dad, knowing and growing up from him and knowing how to run a business because he's taught me and all. And with Mr. Baum teaching me more about it makes me understand it more, and being a part of the decoration shows like all the effort you have to put in to get the event ready, setup and decoration, and what it takes to run an event.
And you know, Braden, this could lead to a professional position because event planning is huge. I happen to know someone very well who that was her career and her profession, and pursuing that. There are so many behind-the-scenes details that go into event planning, including how to make it look inviting and inspiring. Yeah. Anything about? I'm sorry if I don't remember FBLA. I think you are.
I am in FBLA. This is my first year trying out, so I don't know how last year goes, but I'm excited to see like what I can learn from it and what it'll show, like how much you can learn from it.
So you like the aspect of business. I mean, this is an opportunity to help you prepare for, citizenship and business, owning your own business. Is that right, Braden?
Yeah, that's what I want to do when I grow up, is own my own businesses, and then obviously own more businesses and obviously run them right and make sure they're running correctly.
Nice. So just because it would be fun, and you guys are all welcome to talk about this, any kind of business that you envision. I mean, things are changing a lot, right? So maybe there's a business you might have in the future that we don't even know about, right?
Honestly, I haven't thought like what I want to really own. Honestly, it'll probably be like food, just because that's what I've grown up knowing and knowing how to do.
Very nice, Braden. Again, Braden Carr, thank you for being on the program with us today. That's super cool. You're going to get to come back and talk more about those decorations. All right, Talan, we have coming up next.
Next up is Yasmira. She's also a part of the decorations group. She's probably like their main person. She knows what she's probably doing the most, and I like that.
Yeah. Welcome, Yasmira.
Hello.
Hello. Tell us, won't you, about what you're planning for Merry Quizmas, and we should probably get into some of the details about this family fun trivia night.
Yeah, so with the Merry Quizmas event, we're having the decorations completely like festival theme, We're surrounding it with just joy. We're trying to bring up the spirit, have everybody in the joyful mood, especially around families and playing trivia. We've made a background, we've put up lights, we got fake snow. It's overall just a cool layout, You walk in there and you're like, wow. So that's how we want it to be.
So you got to plan this event from the ground up. So what comes first, I guess, between Talan and Yasmira do you come up with the event you're going to have and then you start developing a theme, or? Yeah,
so first we decide what the event is going to be. We had kind of started this last year. We had voted on it so that we knew for what we're going to do for hospitality and tourism too. So first we came up with the idea of a trivia night, and then we kind of just went around from there, and we decided that we're going to have it in December, and then we decided where it's going to be at and what time, and then that's when we fully started to get into like the decorations, what we're going to eat, stuff like that.
Oh, very cool. So tell us go ahead and maybe read some of the details off that poster, and again, we'll come back around to everybody too.
So Elko High School, especially the FBLA and Hospitality and Tourism class, are putting on a trivia night event called Merry Quizmas, December 11th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the old gym. It's kind of just a fun night of trivia with your family, Christmas themed, so that obviously around the holidays, you and your family want to be around each other and have a festive time, and this is one of the ways that you can do that.
Yasmira, is it a fundraiser?
Yes, it's to raise money for FBLA, but also just to, bring the community together, bring families. Overall, just happiness.
Sounds very happy. Now, you mentioned food, is that right? Did you get to help? So what goes into planning food for an event like this?
So we're just really just trying to make something that's casual, easy to make, and baked potatoes are probably top.
Oh, fairly popular. Baked
Yeah,
potato. And then people choose their toppings.
Yeah.
Oh,
And there's
okay.
many different toppings. We got a bunch of different stuff.
Very nice. That sounds fun. So when folks get there, I guess it says baked potato bar there at the bottom. Okay. Yeah.
We will be having a baked potato bar, and there will be a lot of drinks. We plan to serve Roy Rogers and Shirley Temples, and then we'll have water, Coke, and Sprite.
And those are really colorful non-alcoholic beverages, obviously. Really fun. Yeah, fun and festive for the
It will
season.
be a non-alcoholic beverage party.
Oh, yes,
festival,
definitely.
yes.
Yeah, we are talking FBLA, Elko High School. Old gym, but what a great time. Again, December 11th, which is coming right up, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. Thank you, Yasmira. And if you wouldn't mind, Talan, introducing our next guest.
And then our last guest is Tate and Prey. He's a part of the Game Makers. He helped decide what the questions were going to be and what they were going to be centered around, and I feel like he did a really good part in deciding these questions. They were pretty hard, and I had a hard time with them.
Wow, so tell us about that. I mean, is there a theme? It is Merry Quizmas, but is it holiday themed?
Yeah, so it's going to be like sports, kind of Christmas sports, foods, varieties of that, songs, movies, all based around Christmas, yeah.
So for someone that's not been to a trivia night, do you know it can actually give you butterflies in your stomach, right? I mean, because you think, oh, I don't think I'm smart enough for trivia night. I know you guys are laughing. So how do you conduct it? Is it on a computer, or how do you do it?
So we're going to have all the questions on a computer. We're going to have Braden, Carr, and Baum, Dustin, as speakers reading out the questions, and then basically we're going to have the people that are serving the table going to come and look at the questions. Then they're going to bring it up to the Game Makers, see if they have it right, and we'd put points on the board.
So it's a team effort, and it's by table? Is that how
Yeah, so we're going to have like 28 tables, pretty sure. Servers are going to be checking people's answers and stuff.
Yeah, because you can't use your phones. I mean, that's the point. You got to use your brains, and you got to talk amongst your friends and have fun. How many team members per team, Talan?
We've decided on 8 people per table, which isn't a large amount, but it's still a pretty good amount, because obviously if you're going to bring your friends and family, you're going to need a couple of them to help you with this.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. The Merry Quizmas, the Family Trivia Night, everybody is invited, sponsored by Elko High FBLA on December 11th. Let's see, anything else that you want folks to know about the trivia actual part of it that we didn't talk about yet? So we're doing, Yes, Maris.
Yeah, so there's going to be gifts. So first place, kind of
some prizes.
Yeah,
huh?
prizes.
Yeah.
Like first, second, and third.
Cool.
We'll get a prize.
And Talan, you want to add to that?
Yeah, so with our prizes, for our third place and second and first, we're just planning on having those a secret, because I feel like on top of you like already coming to this event to probably compete, it's going to be a lot funner knowing that you don't know what you're going to get.
Right, exactly. I mean, some people are super competitive about their trivia nights. So, yeah, this seems like it's going to be a really great time. We're talking to students from Elko High School, from Mr. Dustin Baum's class. He's their advisor for FBLA, but not everybody is in the FBLA group itself. Some are in the hospitality class, which, I wondered if anybody in this group, we did start out, I think, talking about what the hospitality class is, but how many folks are in hospitality class, I guess, and what they're learning from that?
So obviously, since in high school you have hospitality 1 first and then 2, so everybody pretty much in hospitality 2 was obviously in 1, and basically everybody from last year took it again this year because of how fun it was. So I would want to say around 28 people are in hospitality 2, and then I'm pretty sure Mr. Baum has 2 hospitality 1 classes with 30-ish each probably.
Nice. And this is an elective, right? Yeah. So obviously a popular class, but learning a lot of important life skills. I mean, we just heard here today, we've got money management. We have event planning. You're coming up with the theme for special events. You want to encourage people because sometimes there's competition for events in Elko these days, right? So super cool. So we will make sure that in this half-hour discussion that we're talking again about the Merry Quizmas Family Trivia Night. Elko High, it's the first ever that they're hosting. The FBLA is putting on this. It's going to be so much fun, December 11th. So mark your calendars, your busy schedules, because everybody can come and have fun at this from 6 until 8 p.m. And so now, I mean, should we get them back on the microphone, Talan? And all right, so we'll roll back around, and I think Brody will come back to you because you've been waiting patiently. First of all, from what we've been discussing, anything that jumped out that you want to make sure you add to our conversation today?
I did want to add that for the guests that are like writing down the answers, they will be writing it down on like whiteboards. So that's what we'll be checking.
Oh, nice. Each table will have a whiteboard?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's how that's going to be conducted. And Brody, you're helping with the decorations as well?
I'm with the marketing.
Marketing. Oh, yeah. We came back to you for that. Yes, thank you for reminding me. So what are you learning? Because I'm really curious about the future of marketing, obviously, right? I'm a broadcaster. I work in news and information primarily, but everything that I do is supported by marketing. So I'm really curious about the future, and maybe you have some insight as to some remarkable changes that either you've experienced or witnessed or that you think about.
Yeah, so to start, we were like creating posters, and we went around to like a bunch of different businesses and restaurants to like give them the poster. And that did help us like sell quite a bit of tables, but we did notice that we had to do something else a little bit extra to get like the final numbers, especially because there's like a lot of different, like our target audience, it varies from like certain people that go to these businesses. So we had to do something else to reach out. So we went ahead and decided to do an Instagram page. And we thought that because nowadays basically everyone is online, we thought this would be a really good way to like market our event. And so throughout the last couple of weeks, we've been like editing and making our own commercials using different tools, from like just videoing ourselves to actually using AI.
Oh my gosh, you'll have to tell us. So where do we find the FBLA Instagram? You want to answer that, Talan?
Yeah, you can just go on Instagram, and it should be EHS HOSP, HOSP, and then tour, and it'll have the place where you can buy a table, and then it'll have one of our first ads that Brody was a part of, actually.
Well, I'm so glad that you brought this up, because this is a discussion that, we're trying to have in, like, we call it legacy or traditional media, right? Radio. It feels like when I first came here and started working in radio, there just weren't the choices. We didn't have social media at all. Mm-hmm. And so now we're thinking, how do we get you guys? I'm so happy that you reached out, that, your advisor, Mr. Baum, reached out and said, can we do something for the radio? Because, I mean, did you learn that, or are there still some people that you're trying to capture that listen to the radio, right? It's not all Instagram.
Yeah, so Instagram, we have like quite a large target audience, I guess. We're trying to sell to mainly families, but we also just want to sell, get the tables full so we can raise money for our club. So, yeah, the Instagram, it was mainly targeted towards, I guess, the students of Elko High School, as they are like a big target, and they have obviously most of the family members in the town. So we thought by targeting them, then they can maybe reach out to their family as well. But then obviously coming to the radio will help, because there's a lot of people that are not online, they're not on Instagram, and obviously our account is not as largely followed as some other things. So yeah, coming to the radio, we thought we could reach like a new audience.
Well, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. And Talan, I have to say, he jumped right in again as my co-producer here today. Talan Alsdorf, who is helping produce the radio show by guiding our discussion here today. So, and really, media like newspapers, print media, broadcast, which is now, because I talk to my friends a lot about, well, should I be podcasting? Podcasting. I mean, talk to me about podcasting, Talan. The appeal of it, right? I mean, it's just a conversation.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty basic. I don't really watch podcasts myself, but whenever they come up on Instagram, obviously, like, I'll stop and watch them for just a second.
And then we have YouTube channels, things like that. I mean, we have a YouTube channel, and any of you want to jump into the conversation, you are welcome to, as far as we're just so curious about, Yasmira would like to, right? Yeah. So tell us about what kind of social media you consume, if you wouldn't mind. Scooch up to that microphone. And it is not a true or false answer, or there's nothing right or wrong about it. It's just, if you could change anything, I guess, about the world today, what would it be when it comes to communicating with people, right? Because we know social media is good and bad. So
yeah, there's a lot of mixed emotions on how social media portrays like communicating, and that is true, because when communication and you can't fully like express how your tone is and your mood, and they can't see your expressions, it's more of a difficult way to understand. But with exploring like different social media platforms like the radio, even like TikTok, or like the newer platforms, we've posted to Facebook. We've got all different varieties of our posters on different social media apps. So we're kind of just getting the word out anywhere, any way we can possibly.
Well, thanks for being so open-minded about that, because really, I think it is going to take a whole lot of different kinds of media, right, to reach people of different audiences. So, again, we're talking with our guest from Elko High School, from the FBLA class, the Future Business Leaders of America. It is one of the largest organizations of its kind in the country. It was founded in 1937, believe it or not, with the first high school chapter in Tennessee in 1942. So this is an institution with some respect and some credibility, and we can tell that this is a way to really help boost our students in our community. And so, Talan, we want to make sure that people know that this is an important event for you. It sounds like you've been months in the planning for the Quizmas.
Yeah, so obviously, as I said, last year we had kind of voted on it. In Hospitality 1, we had just learned the basics on how to create an event, and then towards the end, we had used those skills to create some kind of event. We all got split up into groups of 2, and I think my group, I was with Tayton during this one, and we had created like a water event for like more towards summer. So we voted on 2 events. One would be during the winter, and then the other one would be during the summer when it's a little bit warmer. And so obviously for this one, we got the Merry Quizmas, the Trivia Night, and yeah, so we've been planning this out for probably a while now.
So you obviously have to fold in a lot of people's different opinions and ideas and help people kind of get along, right?
Yeah.
Some people have really strong feelings or emotions about a project or something they want to do. So yeah, that's super cool. So anybody here that might want to talk about, what's your vision for the future of business? I mean, I don't know, Tayton, or do you think about, do you want to go into business once you graduate high school? And maybe that's something we can go around the circle and ask everybody too.
Yeah, so I've had a couple thoughts about going into business, actually. My grandma, she has her own company. I've always thought it's pretty cool, something that I might want to look forward to getting into. I've also talked to her about taking it over, like her business over, because she does hiring for the mines, and just thought it was a cool thing to do and something I would like to get into and just open my options up.
That's really nice, Tayton, and I'm sure your grandmother feels honored that you think of her that way and what she does.
Yeah.
Because we all like to think we make a difference. We want to make a difference in our community. Yasmira, what about you? Do you have a vision for yourself or the future of business, what you might like to do?
Yeah, I have a vision, but it's more of like your own business. I want to do hair and lashes. So, but it's more of a difficult way to get out there. It's more you got to build your own profit, and your customers come in on you got to build it up basically. So it'd be more of a difficult process, but it's all about the mindset in the end. So.
And if you think about it, being a stylist like that, it's artistry, right?
Yeah.
It's very individual.
It is. It takes a lot of work, so.
It's very exciting, and I'm glad that you're involved in FBLA because that can just help you strengthen your confidence, which I feel confident you're going to be very successful, Yasmira.
Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. And Braden, we did hear a little from you, and you're definitely thinking about going into business.
Yeah, for the most part. I really just want to focus on, like, obviously entertainment and food, just because that's what I've grown up doing and that's what I know. And I kind of prefer it because it's more, you get more involved because you get families going, and you're also not just a one person thing. You're open to many people, and it gives you more of an experience, and you build that reputation with families. So when they come to Elko, then they want to hang out and go do family things and activities, which leads to the family activities that you get to do.
Oh, Braden, thanks. I'm sure your parents will be proud to hear that as well, because obviously they have done a lot to create opportunities and things for people to do, and fun and recreation and quality entertainment and food. And Carlos, same question for you.
So pertaining to my future, I actually want to open my life up to the trades, especially pertaining to HVAC. And after I carry my education through that, I will plan to open up my own business, as well as potentially come back home because I'll sadly be going out of state for that. So eventually, after I continue my education path, like I said, I probably want to move around the world, get a little experience everywhere, and just settle down and have my own business.
We will be here, Carlos, when you are ready to come home, and you will make your friends and family very happy when you do. Thank you for sharing that with us.
You're
and
welcome.
then, of course, and Brody, your thoughts and hopes for the future.
As I'm a senior, so next year I've already been like planning on going to the University of Nevada, Reno, in Reno, obviously. I want to study law. I want to open a law firm. So yeah.
Super cool.
I want to be a lawyer.
I just met 2 young women last night. One is just finished up, and then she will be an associate with Gerber Law Office, and then her friend is finishing up in Miami, and then she will be an associate at Gerber Law. So there's a great future for you right here in Elko.
Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations. Talan, how do you think we did on the show?
I would say it's pretty good. I really liked it.
I think you did a great job, and I appreciate it. And I want to ask you now, what do you think about the future of business and your dreams, your vision in particular?
So far, I've really been planning on going into accounting, like being an accountant. The way that I've been taking my high school career, like I've taken accounting, and then obviously with FBLA, it teaches you obviously how to do business stuff like that. And one of the events that I'm going to do is about accounting. It's going to teach me how to set up a budget and stuff like that. And I'll have to present it to these judges. So I feel like that would really help me out to probably go towards that way.
Well, we're so fortunate to have you in the community, involved in this organization, Talan. What a great future. And I can tell you, and so does Mr. Dustin Baum, your advisor, know that a career in accounting could one day lead to a position as an Elko City manager. Can you believe that?
No.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool, though.
Wouldn't it be? And it can happen. So it's happened right here in Elko. So I'll give you one more chance, plug this event coming up, and then we'll sign up for the day and send you students back to class.
So don't forget, this will be a trivia night, Christmas themed, December 11th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the old gym at the high school.
And it's called?
Merry Quizmas.
Merry Quizmas, everyone. Get out there and support FBLA, your high school students, and their futures. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. You did a great job, you guys.
Thank
you. Thank you, listeners, for joining us for Elko Live today. It has been a true pleasure.